Hi everyone. Happy Tuesday. It's Cinco de Mayo. Woohoo! Feliz Cinco de Mayo. I like to celebrate all the celebrations of all the cultures and races and peoples. Be all inclusive and just focus on things to celebrate and happy things. Not that we don't have to address the sad things, which we have to address and face and stand up to and then process and let go. And that's kind of what this is about. And so, as usual, we'll wait a few minutes for people to start chiming in. This is actually the first part of a two-part kind of class right now. So this is the introduction to the class that starts at 4 o'clock. The 4 o'clock class there will include movement, breath work, mantra, and a combination of those three as a practice really helps us to disconnect from what's going on in the physical world and reconnect, which not that we're disconnected, but really consciously, let's say, connect with our spiritual or our soul or our energy body, whichever way you want to look at it. And that brings us up to the next levels of energy, and we can connect with the quantum realm, or we can connect with the universe, or we can connect with God, whatever it is your belief system is. That's what these techniques lead us to. And it doesn't really matter what your belief system is. It doesn't matter if you're religious or if you're spiritual or whatever it is that you believe in. It's fine. But if you practice the techniques for the next in the next class on a consistent basis, day after day, and really create a practice of it, it's going to change your awareness of what you're feeling emotionally and physically on a daily basis. It's really going to reestablish a conscious connection with your mind, body, and soul, and not be distracted by outside forces, other people, other people's opinions, other people's expectations. You're really going to be able to remain connected with your own expectations of yourself and what you would like to create, whether it's something like a new job or more money or a relationship, or whether it's something like, healing physical aches and pains or emotional anxiety, depression, whatever you have going on. I mean, we all have different things that we're going through, and these techniques really help us to not only manage these imbalances, physical, emotional ones, but really reset our patterns so that we don't have to continue to experience these physical and emotional imbalances, right? The only way to do that is to do it consciously every day. It's to create a practice, mindfulness practice for yourself, because 95% of the decisions we make come from our subconscious, and we go about our lives day after day, minute after minute, making decisions on what we should do in the moment, not even consciously making that decision, but from the subconscious conditionings of our childhood, we make that choice. And so, for example, people who have unresolved issues from childhood may find themselves choosing the same type of partner over and over again, and none of it ever works out. Some people may have a difficulty taking the right job, where they're following this one job because that's what they think they're supposed to do, but rather they're never going to be successful when they really want to do, whether it's, looked down upon by society, or their parents want them to be a doctor but they want to be an artist, right? Which is, if they follow their artist passion, they will become successful as an artist and make just as much money as the doctor, if not even more, because they're following their passion. So we've really been conditioned from childhood to be a certain way with expectations, and it's not just from our parents, it's from, if you grew up with a different church kind of groups, or if you grew up with different kinds of, sports activities, or just school bullies, or, judgments from teachers and peers, and, it goes on and on through our whole lives. We entered into high school and college and the workplace, and it just keeps on keeping on. So these techniques that we're going to be doing in the class at 4 will help you to separate yourself from that pattern of following, your subconscious, and really pleasing everybody else, to connecting with yourself. And it could be a scary process, because you're going to start to say no to things that you have been accustomed to saying yes to, and it's uncomfortable, and you're going to feel selfish, and it's a huge transformation. And if you're not ready for all that and addressing all that, you're going to lose some friends. You're going to maybe quit your job or get fired and go to another job. That's what happens when you practice these techniques. You'll be healing, right? So I had 4 vertebrae in my neck that were almost fused 20 years ago, and the pain was ridiculous. So over and over and again, 3 times a day, I put myself into a position to help my vertebrae open back up to where they were. But I had to do it over and over and over again. So I had to sacrifice going out. I had to sacrifice hanging with friends because I was 3 times a day on the floor focusing my meditation, my attention about healing my neck. So it took 2.5 years of doing that. So changes will be made. I didn't have the friends. When I came out the other side, I didn't have the friends that I had in the beginning, because they all left me because I wasn't there for them anymore, right? Because I was there for myself. But in the end, I got rid of, all that trauma and pain from childhood and car accidents. And I mean, we all have stuff we go through. So it's a conscious practice. So set your intention for whatever it is you are looking to heal when you go through this practice, right? Because the more you do it, the more you're reconditioning your subconscious. And then when you'll notice after a few months of conscious doing on a daily basis, you're going to notice that your decisions that you're making, even subconsciously, are getting better and better results, because you're resetting your patterns by creating this practice for yourself. And this practice doesn't have to be done exactly the way that I'm teaching you how to do it. You can vary it on your own. You can change your own mantras, create your own mantras. You can adjust your movements a little bit to make them more comfortable for you. Everything in the practice is meant to be completely comfortable. There is no movement that you should be doing in this practice that is uncomfortable. When we surrender and kind of lay into a pose, you may feel some stretching, but that is exactly where you want to be. And you want to stop just at the point where it starts to feel uncomfortable, right? You want to stop right before it gets uncomfortable, because once you get uncomfortable, you're going to tighten up, because there's going to be tension, there's going to be fear, you're going to, I'm going to hurt myself, this is too much, right? So you want to stop right before that spot, and then you stay with the breath, right? I'm going to talk a little bit about the breath in a minute here, and you just allow yourself to be comfortable right at that limit of where you're maybe experiencing a little bit of pain. Not a lot of pain, just where the pain begins. And after you take a few breaths and you really connect physically with your body, those breaths will help you release that tension in that moment, and you'll probably be able to go a little bit further, right? And so then you stay with that and you breathe, and as you exhale, you go a little bit further. And sometimes it takes time. Like we do a position called dangling down, where at this point I can touch my head to my knees and I can put my hands on the floor. But when I started, I could barely get halfway down, right? So the goal of it is to get down to the floor, but it's not to force yourself to get down to the floor, because that's when you create tension in your body, and your body will tense up to protect you against what it's thinking is going to happen. You're forcing yourself down. So it's really just about getting down as much as you can and then relaxing, even if your hands are only halfway down to the floor. But the more you breathe and the more you relax, then you let go of the tension in the backs of your legs or your lower back, whatever, and gravity pulls you down and pulls you down and pulls you down till eventually you get to the floor. And it could take a few months. It took me months to be able to relax and get my hands to the floor. So every day it's about letting go, letting go, letting go. And that's what this class is all about at 4 o'clock. It's about learning how to let go of the things that have happened in our past that keep us from experiencing what we really want in the future. Whether these things were emotional issues from childhood, from early teens, from late teens, from adulthood and divorces, and who knows what we all got going on. Or whether they're physical aches and pains, neck and shoulder pain or lower back pain or whatever's got going on. Like right now I have a very challenging situation with my ankle, where I was in a very severe car accident a couple of years ago. And I'm still not walking properly on my foot, and I'm moving a little bit better, but I have been focused on healing my foot intensely for the last year. I've done 4 rounds of physical therapy in 1 year. So that is, more than anybody I've ever met has done. The last person I met, she said she did 4 rounds of physical therapy in 3 years. So, I'm working on it. There's a lot of pain. There's a lot of heaviness from having to do this. I've been doing this every day for 1.5 years. It's exhausting. But from my past experience with my neck and some other things, I was dealing with scoliosis in my back. I was on the floor 2.5 years every day, and I healed the scoliosis, and I opened up the vertebrae in my neck, and I really literally healed myself. But it's a process, and I don't know if this is going to heal. Maybe eventually I still have to have an operation. I don't know. I'm doing everything I can to avoid that, but there's a lot of pain. There's a lot of lack of range of motion in my foot. I'm walking super slowly now. I can't jump up and pop up and go do the things I wanted to do. So it's patience. You have to have patience with yourself. Nothing is ever done if you force it, right? So if you're not touching your toes after 2 weeks of dangling down and breathing, then you have to allow yourself and give yourself the space to be that person and just keep doing it. The more often throughout the day you practice these techniques, the easier it becomes to let go, right? So basically you're hypnotizing yourself 2, 3, 4 times a day. If you can set your phone for, every hour and then just take 5 minutes an hour, that's really what I encourage you all to do. Take 5 minutes an hour to go through some of these movements that we're going to go through starting at 4 o'clock, and use them to reset yourself and reconnect with your soul and clear your mind of whatever has built up in the last hour, so that you can be more energized, you can be less tense, you can be more inspired to make a decision as it comes up in the rest of the day. And if you do that throughout the day, you will notice at the end of the day, you're going to be much clearer, much lighter. You're not going to have the end of the day all exhausted from all the crap that has built up through the day. So that's what these techniques are about, and that's why we're here doing this together. Let's see, it's not quite 4 o'clock yet. So I'm going to talk a little bit more about the breath, so that if you choose to join us at 4 o'clock, you won't be lost. The breath is the foundation of this practice, and really the belief system comes from the fact that the breath is what keeps us alive. It's the only difference between life and death is breath, right? Because if somebody was laying there who was not alive, passed away, and somebody's laying there that's alive, the only difference between the two people is that this one's breathing, which in turn that makes the heart beat. This one is not breathing, so the breath is really the life force energy that flows through us. So whatever that means to you, if you have a connection with life force energy, whether you call it God or universe or quantum realm or life force energy, that's what we're focused on when we connect with the breath. We're focused on life force energy that flows through us, and that's the most powerful thing we have. That's what connects us with our soul, with ourself, with who we truly are as a energy being or spiritual being, however you want to look at it, right? So the breath connects us into our energy self, and the more you can stay focused on the breath, the easier it becomes to disconnect from the drama of what's happening on earth right now, right? The more you can stay connected to your energy self, the less you have to connect with your physical, the ego, the world energy, what's happening right here, right? So the goal is to be able to create a subconscious connection with your breath rather than all the other stuff that we've been conditioned to believe. All right. So the breath starts with breathing into your belly. And if you're here and you're new and you've never, really don't understand what's breathing into my belly, what does that mean? I breathe into my nose, right? But when you take a deep belly breath, it's called the breath of life, or in yoga you may have heard it called Ujjayi breath. You close the latch in the back of your throat halfway. That's the little latch that you close when you're gargling, right? Or when you go underwater, so the water can't come down. And if you close it halfway, it helps you to regulate the flow of the breath from the nostrils down and fill yourself up. So it really helps you to create that circular breathing pattern. And that's important, because when we fill up our belly first with air, then we fill ourselves up from the bottom to the top. We can literally connect with our groundedness, centeredness, sense of security, acceptance. There's no judgment. There's personal power, willpower, motivation, ambition, courage, creativity. All that is down here. And if you're not taking a deep belly breath, you're not connecting to any of that. You're up here in your head with all the craziness, maybe other people driving you crazy, you're driving yourself crazy, your kids are driving you, right? That's up here. If you start to learn how to take deep belly breaths, you won't feel that craziness anymore. You'll be able to stay grounded and be able to circulate the craziness out of your body, right? By connecting with breath and life force energy and helping, to heal that. You have to ask for help, right? And the help is in the breath. So we establish the circular breathing pattern for the breath of life, and we do all the movements on the exhale, because on the exhale is when we're letting go. And one of the mantras that I use is inhaling healing energy, exhaling everything that doesn't serve me. And I give that mantra to you, but I really want you to also adjust that mantra for yourself. If you need to inhale divine healing energy, or if you need to inhale universal healing energy or quantum realm energy, or whatever it is to you, you have to use a mantra that means the most to you. The words are important. The words are like casting spells. What kind of spells are you casting with the thoughts you're having and the words you're speaking? Are you trying to create change? Are you beating yourself up because you shoulda, coulda, woulda, or it took you so long to start to practice, right? All those things will bring you down that rabbit hole of negativity, and the law of attraction just follows you. So really focusing on the words you're using and creating the best words. Like, instead of trying, I'm trying to come to these classes 3 times a week. I'm trying to come to these classes. You're beating, so I'm trying. I haven't been able to make it. I'm trying, right? But what if you just said, I'm doing my best to get to these classes? And now, instead of saying, I'm trying, and beating yourself, you say, I'm doing my best to get to these classes. And maybe you only came once that week, but you did your best. And if you keep saying, I'm doing my best to do this, I'm doing my best to focus on my breath, I'm doing my best to eat healthy, I'm doing my best to drink more water, I'm doing my best to, right? If you keep telling yourself you're doing your best, you are going to raise your vibration, and soon you will be doing your best without even having to try, right? So that's what this is all about. It is about conscious doing and creating your vibration and your life, rather than letting what we've been conditioned to believe control our environmental states. All right, so I think it's I really do have trouble seeing my clock over there, but I know it's getting close. So I want to encourage you all, if anybody has any area of the body that they would like me to address in this session that we're going to do in the next hour, please go ahead and type it in. I'm not going to really answer any questions now. I should have checked. Is there a question here? Example, explain, breathe, mantra 2. Okay, I guess I'm not really paying attention to your conversation, but I will definitely address whatever is on the screen after the class. So I'll go back on, and then I'll answer everybody's questions about whatever it is. And also, feel free to message me, private message me during the week. If you're somebody has been doing this consistently, there must be things coming up for you. There must be. Because if you're really doing this every day, that you are going to create such flow. And it could be good things coming up and inspirations, or it could be some, traumas and dramas coming up. Everything will come up, and you have to allow yourself to go through those things, because you have to release them in order to make room for whatever it is you want to create, right? So feel free to message me at any time if you have things that are coming up, or you need a certain technique for something. I'm here for you all. That's why I'm doing these so consistently. I mean, we've been doing this for 2 months every other day. So there's lots of videos, saved for us to do it. All right. So what I decided to do, as we kept coming 3 times a week, and I don't want to be repetitive, I decided to share something every day that I use on a regular basis. And I've shared all kinds of stuff, and if you want to know what I've shared, you can go back. All the videos are saved on the Deeper Connection page, and you can watch them all and participate. Don't just watch them, actually do them. That's the way to create the change. So today I'm sharing this, and I'll hold it up. All right, this is called a Mau roller, M-A-U. Mau roller, and it's made out of wood, and this one is, I don't know, 30 years old maybe. Let's see. Okay, I can't really address whatever's getting typed, but this thing is really great if you have back issues. You roll your back, you get on top of this, and you roll along it so that it massages either side of your spine. And in a little bit later, I will do this, and I will show you how to do this, because it's not easy in the beginning. It's, maybe I'll just show you right now, because later everybody will be laying down, and I don't want you to get up just to watch me. So this is really great for back pain, And you know, while I'm doing this, I want to just encourage everybody. If you need some headphones to do for the gong meditation, go get them right now. If you need some bolsters or pillows, go get them, because once we get started in the practice, it's better for you to have everything you need. So if you need to go do that, go ahead. So yes, the small roller, you actually have to rest your whole body on it. And once you can relax onto it, and it's wood, so it's hard, and it takes a few practices, and it's going to be a little bit painful in the beginning. But once you can relax on it and breathe, this will get all the knots on either side of the spine. So you start, by laying down, and you put this underneath your shoulders, and you just relax on it. Get into your deep breathing. And as you exhale, you kind of lift your butt and just roll along, right? And all my weight is just totally relaxed on it. Staying with the breath, and then on the exhale, I just lift my butt and I just kind of roll myself all along, and staying with the breath. Right, and I can do this fairly quickly now. I've been doing this for 30 years. But in the beginning, you won't be able to sustain, being up on this for that long. You'll have to kind of stop, take a break, take a breath, and then exhale and continue down. And just as far as you can go, and stop, take a break. You may want to support yourself with your arms, because it really is heavy when you rest your body on this wood, and it really digs in. So you just stay with your breath the whole time. And on your exhale, you just kind of roll your weight down. You stop right at the base of the spine when it starts to hurt, and then you lift your butt, put it at the top of your butt, right into that little soft area, and stay with your breath. And then you can, roll on it and roll it and roll it, and stay with your breath. And you roll it. Make sure you roll it all the way out the bottom. So this thing is a miracle. Ma Roller, you can order it online. It's beautiful. I love it. I use it almost every day for 30 years. And I encourage everyone who has back problems to get this. And if you need help after you order this, please, again, don't hesitate to message me. All right, so we're going to get started. Everybody comfortable? I hope everybody's got your bolsters, your pillows, your mats. If you need a chair, you can sit on a chair. Just make sure you're sitting up straight in a chair. I'm going to use some pillows today just because I'm being lazy, right? I can sit up straight, but it's easier for me if I put my butt up on something. It's just much easier. I can hold up myself and be a lot more relaxed, right? So if you need to sit up, it's really important to sit up straight so we can get these breathing practices deep into the belly. All right. And as usual, we're going to start with some Kundalini. We started doing some breath work, and it's been really helpful. So sitting up nice and straight, closing the latch in the back of your throat halfway. Take some nice deep belly breaths. Fill yourself up nice and slowly, right? If you aren't able to take deep belly breaths, just practice, right? Practice, you'll be able to do it. So while I'm talking, I encourage everyone to just stay with your own breath. If you've been coming a while, you don't need to listen too hard to what I'm saying. You just need to focus on staying with your breath. And everybody has their own breathing cycle. We're going to do all the movements on the exhale. Do it at your own pace. Keep the latch in the back of your throat closed halfway. This will slow down your heart rate, lower your blood pressure, really keep you, if you have irregular heartbeat, all these things can be addressed through this circular breath, this breath of life. Make sure your tongue is relaxed, your jaw. Feel your sit bones against the floor, the chair. Breathe nice and deep. Fill yourself up. Imagine there's a straw running from the base of your spine all the way up. So as you inhale through the nose, you bring that energy up. All the way up to the crown. Exhale through the nose. This is a nose breathing technique. And just really starting to feel yourself. Staying with your breath, just feeling the breath flowing through the body. Making sure the places you tend to be tense are relaxed. Your tongue, don't have it against the roof of your mouth. Relax your tongue, your jaw, your sinuses. Breathe deep, fill yourself up. Feel your whole torso expand. Exhale, release it back down. Good. Stay with your breath. On your next exhale, start chanting Om. We need to project nice and loud. It's all about the vibration. We're going to do one nice big Om together, right? Nice deep breath. Let's do two more. Stay with the breath. Feel your body. On the next exhale, bring your arms up to your shoulders or straight up like this, like goalposts. Stay with your breath. Elongate the neck, elongate the back. Breathe. Inhale left, exhale right. Nice deep breaths. They don't have to be as elongated as we were doing when we were sitting, but you want to breathe into your belly, right? Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, right through the core here. Inhale left, exhale right. Relax the rest of your body. Breathe. Keep staying with your breath. Keep going while I talk, right? Inhale left. It's like you're transferring energy. Inhale from one side, exhale to the other. Relax your root chakra. Relax your lower back. Keep your root locked. Keep going. This is purely from the waist up. Inhale, exhale. We're inhaling from the masculine side, the left side, exhaling outside the feminine side. So we're bringing that power in through our body. Keep going. 10 more. Keep your spine elongated. Breathe nice and deep. Keep going. And then slowly coming to a stop, right? Keep your spine elongated. Keep your sit bones down. Keep your root lock in. Feel. Breathe. Bring the energy up. Feel how much we've opened up the heart chakra now just by doing that, right? We feel a lot more energized. Stay with your breath now. Nice deep belly breaths, nice and slow. Inhale, exhale, bringing the heart rate back down. All right, the next technique we're going to do is forward and backwards, kind of the same thing, except we're going to keep your hands on your knees. Lean forward, bring your chest out. Inhale, exhale, tuck everything in. Inhale, forward, chest out. Exhale, tuck everything in. Do it at your own pace. Nice deep belly breaths, right? We don't have to fill the whole thing up, but let's stay connected to the belly breath. Exhale back, inhale up. Use your stomach to scrunch that oxygen out, right? Because you're inhaling, exhaling into your belly. So when you sit up straight, you make room into your belly to inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Do it at your own pace. Some people may need to do it a little slower. Some can do it a little faster. It's not about how fast you're doing it. It's about how well you're doing it, right? Quality over quantity. Start to feel that energy just moving up and down the spine, right? A healthy spine is a healthy life, right? We don't want to get stiff. Really lift that chest. Lift as you inhale. Really scrunch that stomach as you exhale. Breathe. Keep going. 10 more. And slowly coming to a stop. Whew, excellent. All right, feeling nice and loose in the upper body. If you want to kind of snake around a little bit, slow your breathing back down. Nice deep belly breaths in and out of the nose. Getting back to your circular breathing. We're going to do one more technique. This has been really great for thyroid, neck pain. I use this a lot to keep my neck healthy and strong and relaxed without pain. So we're going to keep our hands, you can put them down like this, down, relax them on your lap, and inhale up, draw the shoulders up, exhale, drop the shoulders, right? So this is great for thyroid, great for neck pain, range of motion, shoulder pain. Inhale, exhale. Just let the shoulders fall. Raise them up, then let them drop. Do it at your own pace. Focus on your breath. Nice deep breaths into the belly. In and out of the nose. Stay with that breath. Just keep everything else relaxed. Arms are relaxed. You can put your hands on, if you're sitting in a chair, on your side, wherever's comfortable. Keep going. 10 more. And slowly, come to a stop. Wiggle around. Feel yourself, right? Close your eyes. Feel what your body feels like now. Right? We've opened up the chest with the sideways ones. We've opened up the spine with the forward and backward. We've opened up the neck with the up and down. So we're really connected. Start to create body awareness, right? If you have a cramp right now, or if you have a pinch right now, become aware. And then if you are experiencing that, take your practice back a notch and don't do it quite as quickly or quite as dynamically, right? Just take it back a notch until you can work your way up. All right, nice deep belly breaths. We're going back to circular breathing, Ujjayi breath. Filling yourself all the way up, close the latch in the back of your throat, bringing it back down. Beautiful. And just feel your body, feel yourself, feel your connection. Notice the difference that just those 3 breathing techniques have made from the time you came until what you feel like now. You can do these at your desk, right? Do them throughout the day. Like I said in the earlier class from 3:45, set your alarm to do them. And if you do these things 3 times a day, you will have way more energy at the end of the day. You will have way less pain in your neck and shoulders at the end of the day. It's up to you to choose to do it consistently. Set your alarm for every hour and do them. All right, we're going to make our way up. So take a nice deep breath. Stay with your breath. And as you exhale, let's make our way up. Stay with your breath as you move around. And keeping that latch in the back of your throat closed halfway. And then get into a good posture. Knees loose, root lock in, sternum up. All right, I'm having a little difficulty today, but the more I start to move it, the better it'll be. All right, let's get into that good posture. Knees loose, root lock in, sternum up. Let your shoulders relax. Arms are relaxed, not standing all nice and stiff, right? Maybe bouncing a little bit. Start to feel your weight on your feet. Breathe. Nice deep belly breath. Close the latch in the back of your throat so you can regulate. Exhale. Feel it going back down. Noticing your weight and your connection with your feet to the floor. On the next inhale, bring that groundedness up into your body. And then on the next exhale, release everything back down. Spread your roots down into Mother Earth, through your feet, getting nice and grounded. Then inhale, draw that grounded energy up. Fill yourself up from your root chakra to your crown, nice and slow. And on your next exhale, slowly dangling down, just as far as is comfortable for you. Stay with your breath, your own pace. Nice deep breath, fill yourself up. And then as you exhale, just allow gravity to pull you down a little more. You can shake, just stay with your deep belly breath. Feel your whole torso expand as you inhale. And then exhale, just go as far as comfortable for you. Stay with your own breathing pattern. Make sure your hands are relaxed, fingers are relaxed, the back of the knees are unlocked and relaxed. Breathe. Make sure your head is relaxed. Push your lower back up into the floor, into the ceiling. You wiggle your shoulders, breathing, just letting gravity do the work. And then on the next exhale, slowly coming up vertebrae by vertebrae. Keep your arms relaxed, hands relaxed. If you have lower back problems and this hurts, I encourage you to go in front of a couch or a chair and just relax to wherever's comfortable for you. You may have to put a couple pillows, but eventually you'll go lower and lower and lower as you let go of whatever it is that's pinching, right? So it's not I can't do it, it's how can I do it? All right, good posture, knees loose, root lock in, sternum up, stay with your deep belly breaths, draw the energy up, relax it back down. Take another nice deep breath, and on your next exhale, slowly bring your arms up. Don't bring your shoulders up. Don't come up here, shoulders down. Keep your knees loose, keep your root lock in, clasp your hands, stay with your breath. You're relaxed like a ballerina here. Arms are relaxed, elbows are out wide, knees are loose. Your root lock is in, you're elongating your spine, you're just breathing, just standing here, feeling your weight on your feet, and just standing in this pose, breathing. Keep your elbows wide. Keep the latch in the back of your throat closed halfway to regulate your deep belly breaths. Fill yourself all the way up slowly as you inhale. As you exhale, twist to the right. Keep your elbows wide, keep your root lock in, keep your knees loose, stay relaxed, stay with your breath. Keep your spine elongated, and then on your next exhale, slowly just allowing yourself to fold to the right. Keep your arms relaxed, keep your elbows wide, keep your knees loose, breathe. Just let gravity pull you down a little bit. Feel the stretch through the left hip. Relax, breathe. And then on the next exhale, slowly coming back up, coming to center. Let's drop the arms today and let's jump it out, right? I want you to jump on 2 feet, even though I'm jumping on 1, right? Distribute your weight evenly and let your hands flap around. Breathe, stay with your breath. Let your shoulders flap around. If you stay with your breath, you won't run out of breath. All right, good posture. Knees loose, root lock in, sternum up. Nice deep breath. On the exhale, slowly bring your arms up again. Elbows wide, clasp your fingers, knees loose, root lock in, elongate the spine, breathe. On your next exhale, slowly twisting to the left this time. Keep that spine and neck elongated. Keep your knees loose, breathe. Just relax, elbows wide. Stay with your breath. Nice deep belly breaths. On your next exhale, slowly tipping toward the left this time, just as far as comfortable for you. You just want to create a little stretch through the right side, not pain. And then staying with the breath and allowing yourself to relax into this pose, letting gravity pull you down, releasing with the exhale. And then on the next exhale, slowly coming back to center, drop the arms and let it go. Stay with your breath. Excellent. Get in a good posture. Knees loose, root lock in, sternum up. Nice deep breath. Fill yourself all the way up nice and slow. Keep the latch in the back of your throat closed. And then on your next exhale, slowly dangling down, just as far as comfortable for you. Stay with the breath. Let gravity pull you down with every exhale as you relax and let go little by little. Make sure your arms and fingers are relaxed, your head is relaxed, your jaw, your tongue. Stay with your breath. Make sure your knees are relaxed and just letting go. Wiggle your shoulders a little, but just staying totally relaxed. Letting gravity do the work. Staying with your breath. And then on the next exhale, slowly coming up vertebrae by vertebrae. Getting back into a good posture. Knees loose, root lock in, sternum up. Excellent. Pretend you have some sandbags in your hands. They're heavy, shoulders are heavy, and let's stay with the breath, but this time nice big belly breaths, ujjayi breath. We're keeping the heart rate down. But we're going to twist, right? Let your hands flop against your sides. Stay with your deep belly breaths. Keep your knees loose. Keep your root lock in. Just let the upper half of your body go and breathe. And look behind you. If you look behind you, you'll stretch a little bit further. Look, find a spot on the wall to look at. And then slowly coming to a stop. Excellent. All right, let's do a little more throat chakra, neck stuff, right? Thyroid or pain. Clasp your hands behind you, but don't pull down. Nice and relaxed, right? You can use your hands to kind of help you keep your root lock in. Knees are still loose. Lift your sternum, right? It's not about pulling your shoulders back or sticking your chest out. It's just about lifting your rib cage up. Keep your knees loose, your root lock in as you do that. Stay with your breath. Nice deep belly breaths, drawing the energy up as you inhale. On the next exhale, slowly just dropping your head. Now don't drop your sternum. Keep your sternum up. Just drop your head. Breathe. Keep your knees loose and your root lock in to support your back. Relax your tongue, your jaw, your hands, your arms, your shoulders. Nice deep breath. Just let your head hang heavy. Don't try to force it down or push it down. And just while you're in the state of being, start to notice where you're feeling the stretch. Are you feeling the stretch in your neck and shoulders? Maybe you're feeling it down through your scapula or maybe into your lower back. The more body awareness you have, the deeper you will feel this. Like I can feel this all the way down to my ankles, right? But that's because I've been doing this for almost 20 years. So I have very good body awareness. When you have good body awareness, you can regulate your body. All right, staying with the breath. On the next exhale, we're going to roll our head slowly to the right, and then we're going to inhale, look to the right. Keep your root lock in. Exhale, drop your head slowly and roll it to the left. Now, the slower the better. Inhale, left. Keep your sternum up. Roll, exhale, head to the right. The slower the better. You're not doing you any favors by doing this quickly. Nice deep belly breaths. Fill yourself up. And on your exhale, just roll your head to the other side. Make sure you check your posture. Don't disconnect from the breath. Make sure you check your tongue and your chin and your jaw. Just staying with your own flow. Just let your head be heavy, and the slower you go, the more of those little fascia muscles you reach that may be causing your neck pain or your constriction of your throat to create that thyroid, right? This is about letting go of tension in your neck and throat so that you can heal any kind of aches and pains or thyroid. The slower you do it, the more areas you're able to heal. And then on the next exhale, slowly stopping at the bottom and bringing your head back to center. Perfect. Stay with your breath as I'm talking. Nice deep belly breaths. Draw the energy up. Fill yourself up. Relax. Breathing and exhaling. All right, we're going to do one more. Hands are still clasped and relaxed behind the back. Knees loose. Root lock in. You're staying with your breath. On your next exhale, slowly drop your head back. Just enough to start to create a little stretch. I don't want you to bring your shoulders up. That's too much pain, right? Just a little bit to wherever you're relaxing is stay with your breath. You want to still be able to keep the latch in the back of your throat closed, and you still want to be able to breathe up through the throat chakra up to the nose. All right, on the next exhale, we're going to open our mouth wide and do a big exhale completely. Stretch your face really wide. This is really good face yoga we're doing. Then close your mouth, inhale. On your next exhale, a big smile and exhale. Really push those cheeks up, and then another nice deep breath through the nose. And then on the next exhale, like blowing like a kiss. Really pushing your lips forward, blowing it out, and then exhale, coming back to center. And really just noticing all the muscles in your face now. I want to do something else today because I need to do it, and you guys are just going to do it with me because it's beneficial to us all. I'm in the middle of giving myself a facelift. So you can actually, let go of your arms and shoulders. Make sure your knees are still loose. Your root lock is in. That's going to protect your lower back from all of this upper stuff we're doing. It's going to keep us grounded as well. So the last thing I want to do is I want you to use these muscles up in your forehead to lift your eyebrows and then drop. Lift and drop, right? So stay with your breath. And it takes a little practice. You may have to just go do it really slow, like lift and drop. But the more awareness you get of your muscles, then you'll notice when your face is slouching and you won't need to get a facelift, and you won't need to use Botox because you can consciously lift your face back up, right? So these are facelift procedures. Lift and let go, lift and let go, lift and let go, lift, right? Do it at your own pace. Just like that wide-eyed deer in the headlights, right? Lift that up. And you start to feel the muscles, right? So do that on your own as well at home. Stay with your breath and kind of practice that technique for livening up your face again, right? Because I think we all have a little sad face from the last 2 months of what's going on, right? So we don't even realize everything's drooping because we're just like blah. So do your facelifts, do your breathing, and lift your face back up. Will create some happiness. All right. Let's see. What else are we going to do today? Oh, yes. I want to do this carpal tunnel stuff for, this is also great for forearm muscles. So knees loose, root lock in, sternum up. Nice deep belly breath. As you inhale, make big, deliberate circles with your hands. Let me back up so you can see my whole body. So you're inhaling, arms up, exhaling, fingers and hands now twisting the other direction. As you exhale, keep your knees loose, keep your root lock in. One more time. Inhale, nice and slow, arms up. Keeping that latch in the back of your throat closed halfway to regulate your oxygen flow. And then exhale, arms back down. Awesome, right? So if you're really deliberate, let's do one more. If you're really deliberate, stretch your fingers, stretch your hands out, way out. Inhale, nice and slow, not fast. Exhale, right? Nice and slow. You can feel how it's working on your muscles of your arms, right? All right, shake it out. Let's jump it out, right? Breathe, stay with your breath, let all that go. Awesome, that feels so good, right? All right, nice deep belly breath. We're going to do the same thing except this time forward. As you inhale, big wide circles, very deliberate, stretching out. Keep your knees loose, root lock in. Exhale, hands twist in the other direction, right? We're staying forward now. Nice big circles. Inhale, arms up. Keep your knees loose, root lock in. Nice, slow, deep breaths. Exhale, bring it back down. All right, we'll do one more. Inhale, big, deliberate, slow, nice and slow. It's more important to slow down your breath than to speed up your movement. Slow down your breath. Right? All right, beautiful. And let's jump that out too. All right, so that's carpal tunnel stuff. If you can't quite do it very deliberately, just do the little bit you can. And you'll notice the more often you do it throughout the day, the bigger you'll be able to get it done, right? Takes time, little by little. It's all about letting go of what's causing the problem. All right, stay with your breath as I'm talking. Good posture, knees loose, root lock in. Just breathing and relaxing and just feeling our body for a moment, right? Again, feel the weight of your feet on the floor. Feel what's happening, the tingling in your arms right now. Feel your root lock and your knees loose, relaxing your face. Feel your face muscles. Stay with your breath. Nice deep belly breaths. Inhaling, exhaling. All right. And as we move around now, stay with your breath. We're going to come to the end of the mat. Have the long mat or the long space in front of you. Take a nice deep breath. And as we exhale, let's slowly dangle down, relaxing the jaw and the tongue, relaxing the backs of the legs. Stay with your breath, relaxing your arms, your shoulders, your fingers. Feeling your whole body expand as you inhale. And then let gravity pull you down as you exhale, just relaxing a little more every time. Then on the next exhale, whenever you're doing your exhale, walk forward a little bit. And if you can't do a downward dog, you can go do it on the edge of a chair or on the couch. But just keeping your knees loose, keeping your heels up, and just distributing your weight evenly, right? The only place where you should have any pressure on your body is on your toes or the balls of your feet and on your palms. The rest of the body is totally relaxed. Stay with your breath. Don't hold your breath.
Just kind of relax into this pose. Feel being upside down and breathe. On your next exhale, maybe allow your heels to drop a little bit, feeling a little more stretching on the backs of the legs. Breathe. Maybe on your next exhale, flatten your back a little more. Push that back up. Stay with your breath. Breathe. And then on the next exhale, let's slowly get down on the floor. And we're going to sit on our feet. Now, if you can't sit on your feet, stay with your breath as you're moving around. You can get a bolster, or a bolster is probably too thick. Get a towel or a blanket and put it under your feet like I have to do because my ankle is not allowing me to sit on my feet. But if you have ankle problems, put something under your ankles. If you have thigh problems, put a pillow under your butt. And you have to be completely relaxed in this pose. So whatever you need to do to get relaxed in this pose. If you're not able to get onto this position at all, you can do this from a chair. Sit up nice and flat in a chair. All right, stay with your deep belly breaths. On the exhale, we're going to do Kegel exercises. So take a deep belly breath, fill yourself up, totally relaxed. As you exhale, squeeze, release, squeeze, release, squeeze, release, squeeze, release. I don't know, whatever, however many times it takes for your exhale. As you inhale, relax your pelvic floor muscles, draw the energy up, and as you exhale, squeeze, release, squeeze, release. Don't just squeeze and hold, that's fear. You want to squeeze and release so that you become aware of when you're holding, which means that you are in fear. And when you hold, you can't move forward, right? So stay with your breath now as I'm talking. Stay with your Kegel exercises. As you exhale, squeeze, release, squeeze, release. For men, if there's any men with us, Kegel exercises are super important if you want to eliminate ED and prostate issues from your life. If you don't ever want to experience that in your life, Kegel exercises daily. For women, if you still want to have natural childbirth, or if you want to avoid incontinence and not have to wear diapers as you get older, Kegel exercises will help with both of these issues, right? So stay with your own pace. Inhale deeply, bring the energy up. Exhale, squeeze, release, squeeze, release, squeeze, release. It's an exercise, and it takes a little while to get good at it, but keep practicing, right? We always want to do the squeezing and the releasing as we exhale because it helps bring the energy back down to the root chakra. The pelvic floor is the root chakra. It's where we get grounded, right? So that's why if you're holding on down there, you're not grounded. You're in fear, right? So you really want to start to create this body awareness. All right, one more nice deep breath. As we exhale, squeeze, release, squeeze, release, squeeze, release, and then just start to feel, again, just take a moment to notice your body and what you feel like, okay? All right, we're going to do some self-massage now for neck and shoulders. I did this, I don't have to do it so much anymore, but I used to do this all the time. All right, stay with your breath. And if you're on a chair, you're going to need a table or a flat surface about shoulder height or a little bit below to do this technique, right? So move yourself to a chair or to a table. All right, nice deep breath. And as we exhale, we're going to come down, one hand on top of the other, elbows completely out to the side, and just open your legs, spread your knees apart, and come down as you exhale onto your forehead, onto your hands, right? Forehead on top of hands, elbows directly out to the side. Spread your legs out, breathe. Relax into this pose. You have to be completely back on your butt. I don't want you to be up here or holding yourself up. It's all the way down onto your feet. Relax the rest of your body. Stay with your breath. On the next exhale, allow your back to flatten a little bit more. If you're at the table, maybe you have to push your chair away from the table a little bit to flatten your back. Stay with your breath. Bring your chest toward the floor. Breathe. Make sure your tongue is relaxed, your jaws are relaxed. Bring your elbows right out to the side. And just letting your heart chakra open. This is a heart chakra technique. This will open up the heart as squeezing kind of the scapula together. I don't really want you to squeeze the scapula together, but be aware of the scapula opening. And just relaxing with every breath. All right, on the next exhale, we're going to bring our hands up. So if you want to look at the screen, if you don't know what we're doing, you can kind of look at the screen for a minute. But ultimately, you want to relax your forehead on the floor. Take your hands and start massaging your neck, actually pinching pretty hard to loosen that fascial muscles, right? So you can pinch all the way down to your shoulders, You can move all the way up through your neck. You can put one hand on top of the other and do it together. So stay with your breath as you're doing these massaging techniques and keep the rest of your body relaxed. You don't want to come forward up onto your energy up in front. You want to keep your weight back onto your butt and onto your feet. Stay with your breath. And then slowly bring your head up and let's rub the top of our head, crown chakra, right? Rub it really kind of hard, stimulate that energy up at the top of your head. Breathe. Just rub wherever you feel like you need some action going. And then slowly exhaling and coming back up. Woo! All right, I know you must feel good because I feel amazing. Take a nice deep breath, and as you exhale, bring your hands back, lift your butt up, open the chest. If you can't do this in your chair on your floor, you can put a pillow behind you. You can do this up on the couch, right? It's all about opening. Stay with this pose, stay with your breath, breathe, relax, and then on the next exhale, slowly coming back down. All right, awesome, feeling good. Whew. All right, we're going to get on the floor into a laying down position. So stay with your breath as you move around. Don't disconnect from your flow. And let's put our hands right underneath our belly buttons. Breathe. Nice deep belly breath. Feel your belly rising and falling. Just take a moment to feel your belly rising and falling. Keep the latch in the back of your throat closed halfway. Practice that. Where your tongue is relaxed, jaw is relaxed, just breathing and being. And if you can feel your belly rising and falling and you're comfortable, you can bring your arms out wide open to the side, palms up. Stay with your breath. Feel your weight of your body against the floor. Elongate the neck and spine. You can walk your heels down, walk your shoulders out. Breathe. Just start to feel the breath flowing through the body now. Become aware of it. And the next inhale, let's inhale in gratitude for the life force energy that flows with us. Just in awe of why we breathe and how we breathe. And then the next inhale is just be in gratitude for the connection that we are currently experiencing with our breath. Feeling heavier and heavier. Make sure your neck is elongated. And wiggling your back or whatever part of your body you need to wiggle to get into the floor. On the next exhale, slowly bringing your knees up over your chest. Don't hold your knees, just kind of wiggle, walk your butt down a little bit, stay with your breath. If you need to hold your knees, hold one knee with each hand. Don't clasp around, just hold one knee with each hand. Stay with your breath. And we're going to massage our lower back by lifting our butts around the tailbone. But I don't want you to push off with your hands. I don't want you to push off with your shoulders. I want you to use, only your ab muscle to lift your butt up off the floor and go right around that tailbone. A nice circle. Breathe. Only your ab muscle, right? Focus on using only that ab muscle to lift and go around and start to feel how good it feels around that tailbone. If it's too hard, the floor you're at, grab an extra blanket or a towel or something and just, it's so good for the lower back, right? Don't forget to breathe. Don't hold your breath. The rest of my body is relaxed. Arms and hands and fingers are relaxed. Toes, legs are relaxed. Don't use your legs to lift your butt. Don't be lifting like this. Use only that ab muscle. All right, let's come to a slow stop and let's go in the other direction, right? Lift it up. Breathe.
Just feel how good it feels right around that lower back. Breathe, exhale, release any of that tension, any of the knots that are in there. Relaxing the toes, the feet, the legs, the arms. Breathe. Make sure your jaw and tongue are relaxed. Just focusing all of that energy on the lower ab muscle to lift and around, lift and around, lift and around. Breathing. And then slowly coming to a stop. Cross your feet and drop them to the floor. Legs open, like a sitting like Indian style, right? Breathing, relaxing. If your thighs can't fall open, if it hurts, put a couple pillows under your thighs or some blocks or something and just be able to relax your legs. You want to let them fall open as far as that's relaxing for you. Just breathing, feeling the stretch through the thighs, letting go with every exhale. Making sure the whole rest of your body is relaxed. And if, eventually once you relax, you can take the pillows away and then you'll feel a little bit more of a stretch, but that may take a couple weeks of doing, right? So just stay with your breath and relax. On the next exhale, let's switch the feet. Put the other foot on the bottom. Let your thighs fall down. Relax, breathe. Make sure your jaw and your tongue are relaxed. Just feeling your breath flowing through your body. Your root chakra is wide open. As you inhale, bring in that loving, healing energy of Mother Earth through the root chakra. And as you exhale, just release everything back down and out. And then on the next exhale, slowly extending your feet, walking your heels down, and stretching your arms up nice and slow, whatever's comfortable for you, right? Maybe clasp your hands. And you don't have to straighten your arms. You can keep your arms relaxed, but just elongating that spine. Breathe. Don't hold your breath. And then bringing the arms back down and just wiggling into the floor. If you have a bolster and you want to put it under your knees right now, we're going to total relaxation, Savasana. Go ahead and put your earbuds in, but just stay with your breath as you're moving around, getting into position, right? Stay with your breath. If you need to get a blanket, put a blanket over your belly or your arms. Just breathing, relaxing. And just noticing your weight of your body against the floor. Go through your checklist of where you usually hold tension. Make sure everything's relaxed. Your jaw, your tongue, your sinuses, your fingers, your toes. Just breathing and getting heavier and heavier with every exhale. If a thought comes into your mind, you just go back to the mantra, inhaling, healing energy, exhaling everything that doesn't serve me. Go back to focusing on your weight against the floor, or just focusing on the sound of the breath as it flows through your body. Bring the alignment of the floor beneath you into your body as you inhale. Letting go of any of the last tension, stress with the breath. Just let it all go and relax completely. Just staying with your flow of your breath. Just feeling the breath flowing through the body. And then bringing your awareness to about 2 or 3 inches just in front of your third eye. Fill yourself up from the root chakra all the way up through the power chakra, heart chakra, bringing it all the way up to the crown. And then exhale, releasing it back down, bringing that awareness to the third eye. Staying with your breath, but expanding your awareness now to the 2-3 inches that surrounds your whole body, your energy field.
Keeping your eyes closed, but expanding your awareness of the room that you're in, the whole space that surrounds you. Just breathing and expanding, connecting with maybe if you have plants in your house or a pet, and just staying with the breath, but connecting with the bigger area. And then expanding the awareness to the building or the house that you're in and the neighborhood. And circulating love through the body, peace, healing energy, and flowing out through the neighborhood and the city or the town that you're in. Breathing in deeply all that healing energy. And then exhaling completely, just circulating it into the state and the country. Maybe just picture our country, or picture yourself in the country, in your little spot of the city that you're in, right? And it's like, here I am, right? But breathe. And now expanding to over across the whole country from where you're at, and to the oceans, and to the east and the west, and breathing deeply and connecting deeper with yourself. And expanding the energy of love and healing to the countries of Canada and Mexico, to the north and our south. And just staying with the breath and expanding the awareness around the world, and just connecting with all the loving, healing energy that's out there. And stepping a little bit away from Earth now, up into space, and just looking down upon our beautiful Earth. It's shining glow from our sun, the blues and the greens and the white clouds, and just breathing that all in, and just breathing gratitude for Earth and the healing and loving energy it provides us with. And breathing deeply and connecting with the sun and the moon, and gratitude for all of the things that we have to support us and our lives here. And just staying with the breath and going even deeper now into the darkness that's beyond the earth. The field of pure potentiality, the quantum realm, where everything is possible and anything can happen. Breathe that in. Limitless potential for expansion, inspiration, healing, growth. And let's connect with all the energy of the stars that are surrounding us in our galaxy, in the universe. And just breathing and exhaling, connecting. It's getting heavier and heavier with every exhale, and starting to come back from the universe. That little retro trip as we see the earth, and we see our country, and the little spot where we're at. And just coming back to your body, staying with the breath and noticing the weight of your body against the floor. Breathe. Just getting heavier and heavier with every exhale, just staying with the breath, feeling the breath flowing through your body. Breathing deeply, slowly drawing the powerful energy up from the root chakra to the crown as you inhale. Exhaling completely, slowly releasing everything back down and out the root chakra. Letting go of all the things that don't serve us, to make room for inspiration and growth.
There's no hurry to get up. Just take a moment to lay there and notice how you're feeling. Don't think about it too much, just notice. And before you move too much, kind of stretch a little, twist your wrists and ankles. And maybe turn onto your left side to allow your organs to just hang loosely and relaxed and comfortably in your body. Support your head with your left arm, kind of in a fetal position, and just relax there for a moment and breathe. The new moon is coming up in a couple days, the full moon. So think about something that you can complete with. The energy of the universe is currently supporting us for completing with things that no longer serve us. And if we want to create something new in our lives, we have to let go of something to make room for it. So think about something that's not serving you all as well as you feel it can, and just kind of let that go, whether it's a project, a relationship, an intention that you may have been setting for some time, and make room for something new to come to your experience. And the next class we're going to have is on Thursday. It's on the full moon, so we'll be definitely working on releasing and letting go of things that no longer serve us. That will be our intention for Thursday, and bring that with you. And if there's anything anybody wants to share right now, what does it mean burping is occurring during this? Well, that's basically releasing anything that happens. And I haven't addressed this before. Thanks for addressing offering a question, Lynn. When we go through these processes of movement, breath work, mantra, gong is super powerful. It's probably the most powerful vibrational healing tool we have, because it addresses all the frequencies. So as you're going through this process and this intention of healing, you're going to need to let go. So if you're burping, you're releasing gas somehow. If you want to look up, I'm not quite sure where that energy is, but you can Google it, like energetically, what is gas? As we're releasing gas, what does that energetically mean? I mean, obviously it's from the power chakra, from your stomach area. So, you're bringing that up, you're releasing maybe some control issues that you have been experiencing over your lifetime that could result in some, stomach problems, or some, burping or gas or whatever. It's all in that digestive area. So it's totally natural. Some people may have a headache from all this work, because if you're in your mind too much and you're starting to let go of those conscious intentions of your mind, of what's happening in your mind and controlling in your mind, then you may experience some headaches. But that's natural for when you want to release and clear up this negative energy. And so, if you're having physical issues or emotional issues that are coming to the surface while you're doing this practice, that's completely normal, and you have to allow them to happen. And sometimes they may be, tougher than others. Sometimes you may get you'll be like, why am I so aggravated? Or, why am I so tired or something? Because you're processing emotions, and there's no need to necessarily figure them out, because you can really catch yourself up in a loop of, why is this happening? Why is this happening? What did I do? What happened in my childhood? Blah, 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 blah. You don't really need to do that. If you are just okay and you can just let go, burp it out, and then move on, right? You can just let it go pretty easily without having to dissect it to find out why. It's just like, okay, I've moved something from my digestive area, I moved something from my chest area, I moved something from my head area, my throat area, whatever, and I'm letting go so that I can make room for the healing to occur. All right, so whatever's happening, it's good, it's all good. And again, if you all have any questions or things come up that seem to be a little bit more serious, or you don't know what to do about it, don't hesitate to message me. I'm here for you. You can message me right here on A Deeper Connection. You can send me a private message on my personal page if we're friends, whatever you need to do. Again, we're going to get together on Thursday, so if there's anything you want me to share on Thursday, don't hesitate to message me, leave a comment here. I'll incorporate it into the class on Thursday. I'm looking forward to connecting with you all then for the full moon. I can really I'm feeling that full moon energy already, and I've been completing with some things myself. So I look forward to connecting with you all on Thursday. Invite your friends, and if they haven't been before, have them come at 3:45, because we do that kind of introduction every time at 15 minutes early. All right, I love you all. Thanks for joining me. I could feel your beautiful energy today. You're welcome. See you.